Hey, welcome to another episode of Strip Club U. On this channel, I talk about all things strip club related, so if you work in the industry, consider subscribing to my YouTube channel. My name is Meyers, and I have been working in the strip club business for over 20 years now. And you know, a lot has changed. Things are definitely different now compared to back in the day. There is, however, one thing that has not changed, at least not in my market, and that is the age to start stripping. 18. I know some cities are 20 or 21, but most that I am aware of are 18. Most of these girls are fresh out of high school, and let's face it, high school doesn't teach you how to be a stripper. Could you imagine? Anyway, here's the problem. Most 18-year-olds don't feel comfortable talking to customers that are, say, 30, 40, or older. So newer entertainers tend to spend most of their time talking to customers closer to their age because, well, that's their comfort zone. And that is not going to make them much money. Those of us who have been in the business for a while, we've seen this scenario many times over. I know in the perfect world, we would take the time to educate our new entertainers, but sadly, the process to fill out the paperwork and throw them to the wolves is just too common. It doesn't take a rocket scientist to figure this out. If they make money, they'll stay. If not, they're gone. So the question is, how can we help our new entertainers feel comfortable talking to people twice their age? Great question, and one that I've always wanted to know the answer to as well. So here's what I did. I asked some of the sharpest minds in the industry 3 questions. What advice would you give a new entertainer on how to start a conversation with a customer? How and when do you steer the conversation toward getting a dance? How long should they spend with a customer before they give up and move to the next one? I could do an hour-long show with the information they gave me, but since I really try to keep these shows down around 6 minutes or so, let me share with you some of the advice given to me by some of the sharpest minds in the industry. One of my very smart friends said, do not talk about yourself unless they ask questions first. No customer wants to hear how you can't pay your rent, how you hate your roommate, or your boyfriend is cheating on you. Let them talk, let them vent about their issues. Make your customer feel like they're the most interesting person in the club. You can rub their back, lightly caress their knee, touch their arm. It's subtle gestures like that that will make them feel comfortable when they are with you. Another great piece of advice someone gave me was to go online and search for tips for dancers. Also, watch other entertainers and how they interact with customers. And never, never, never use the phrase, do you want to dance? Rather, when it is time to ask for a dance, you would say, are you ready for your dance? Or, when can I dance for you? Utilize casual touch and mimic the customer in small ways, like taking a drink when they do. I know car salesmen do that. There's a lot of books on that topic, so check those out. Another comment, and I love this comment I got. Every conversation is different, and it varies how long you wait to ask for a dance. However, when you first approach a guy, say your name and then ask for his. Then give him a hug and say, nice to meet you, Bill, or whatever his name is. Then ask if it's okay to join him. By asking if it's okay to join him, that way you'll know whether he's somewhat interested in you if he says yes. Now, some guys are going to say, come back later, or I'm waiting for someone. Just smile and say thank you. Her other tip is when you are on stage, make eye contact with every one of the customers. Also, when you're on stage, make a mental list of the people that you want to talk to. Never assume who has money. Talk to everyone. You never know who's going to spend the big bucks. And a final piece of advice I got was to download this book, which I did, and it has some great information. The book is called Dance World, How to Make It Yours by Carmen Monique. She's an entertainer. I found it on Amazon for about $4, and I got to admit, I was pretty impressed, man. It talks about how to avoid wasting time with your customer. rejection, body language, and many other tips on making money. I'll put a link to the book in the YouTube description box below. You know, I put Strip Club U together not just so I could share knowledge, but so I could gain knowledge. And I really have learned a lot putting this show together. And I know I've just scratched the surface of ideas of how to help our new entertainers. So now I want to hear from you. Add your comments, your suggestions in the YouTube comments section box below. And I would really appreciate it if you would subscribe to my YouTube channel. My name is Danny Meyers. I'm from the Professional Adult Nightclub DJ Association, better known as Panda. Thanks for checking out Strip Club U, and now let's go make some money.